Hey guys, PrinceofMacedon here. Gonna do a commentary video for Rome Total War. This is a multiplayer battle, and this is another what-if situation. This will involve Antiochus the Great of the Seleucid Empire versus Pompey the Great of the Rome. So, what we have here, I have picked an army for the Seleucids that is based loosely on the army used by the Seleucids at the Battle of Magnesia. As for my opponent, I won't name his name, but I gave him a Roman army that's modeled loosely after the army used at the Battle of Pharsalus, in which Pompey lost against Julius Caesar. And it should be said that the Seleucids, using this army, they lost to the Romans at Magnesia. And let's go talk about my army here. For my guys, or for the Seleucids, this is Antiochus the Great. I gave him his royal guard. This is the general's armored bodyguard, and that's where Antiochus is stationed. 2 units of cataphracts, 1 on both wings. A unit of militia cav. Let's say I have a unit of Greek cav. These are representing the lighter cav elements. Unit of side chariots. As you guys remember, at the Battle of Magnesia, Antiochus launched his side chariots, and they did not do anything. They failed. Then I have a unit of elephants here, and these guys failed too when the Romans routed these guys into the Seleucids' own men. I gave my guy Peltist, 2 units of Peltist, 6 units of the Phalanx Pikemen. This was the core of the Seleucid Empire, or the Seleucid army. 2 units of Militia Hoplites. As for the Roman army commanded by Pompey the Great, I gave him, what did I give him? 1 Roman armored general. He's way back here on this hill. There he is. Well, on the foot of the hill. That's Pompey the Great. Battle actually started. Let me just talk about what else is in the army here. But you can see what's going on. I'm destroying this guy's auxilia. These are Pompey the Great's his foreign elements. I gave him 2 units of auxilia, 2 units of archer auxilia, 4 units of Roman cav. The Roman cav is actually the auxiliary cav used by Pompey the Great. 1 unit of 10 units of early legionary cohorts, and I believe that's it. So as for now, let's look at the battles at hand. Our infantry is engaged right now. My heavy infantry versus heavy infantry. And I'm going to swing my cataphracts around. And it should be said that Antiochus the Great was named the Great because he went east, restored the Seleucid Empire, but he went east and people were reminded of Alexander the Great, so he was being called Antiochus the Great because of his similarities to Alexander. He started off not so well. Like, he lost to Ptolemy IV at the Battle of Raphia. That's a very famous successor battle. You can see here my general's going right after the enemy's general. So we have Pompey versus Antiochus here. Pretty sweet action. I'm also ripping right through the rest of his army here. Here's my side chariots. We killed Pompey. Pompey was actually killed in Egypt when he sought refuge away from Julius Caesar. Here come my elephants here. Look at this. Gaboosh! Let's see. Antiochus got his elephants from the Indian king. Like when Antiochus went east, he laid siege to Bactria. That was the capital of Bactria. Then he crossed the Hindu Kush into India. Then he went back. He fought against the Egyptians. And this is the Ptolemaic Egyptians, by the way. He won a famous battle at Panium, and this is when he came into contact with the Romans. A famous Carthaginian named Hannibal actually goaded Antiochus on to fight the Romans. But against the Rome, Antiochus met his match. He lost a very famous battle at Thermopylae, and another even more famous battle at Magnesia. So, actually you could say both of these commanders, Pompey the Great and Antiochus the Great, both met their end at the hands of Romans. Pompey the Great also being a Roman too. And here's my general, this is Antiochus the Great. Trying to be like Alexander, look at this, leading the cav charge here. But Battle of Magnesia is probably Antiochus' most famous battle. Unfortunately he lost at that battle. But he did lead a cav charge, and along with the cataphracts the battle wasn't completely one-sided. The cav charge was actually quite successful initially. Alright, here we are. We're laying smack down with my cataphracts. here's the situation here. Very chaotic battle, but you can see that Antiochus will rule the battlefield, and he had a very strong cav arm at Magnesia, but he lost. But in this situation, Antiochus trumps Pompey the Great, and I'll talk more about Pompey the Great. After this battle, I will switch armies with my opponent.
This is a glorious.
This will be the same opponent that I fight in this battle, but I will command Pompey the Great's army, and he will command this army. Good game to my opponent.